Morning. Come to Middleton Lakes again this morning. I was going to go out and do some woodland photography, but as you can see, the weather is just clear skies. There's no moodiness, and it's been raining quite a lot yesterday and overnight. So the woods and all around there be absolutely soaking, and I'd be absolutely dripping wet. And I thought, well, there's no real point if the light isn't that good. I was kind of hoping for some mist or fog, but that didn't really happen. I've only been over here about an hour and I'm already encountering problems. The first problem I've had is I noticed there was quite a lot of dust on my sensor. I have got a sensor cleaning kit at home that I bought about, I don't know, a month ago, and I haven't actually cleaned my sensor with it yet on the a74. Just haven't needed to. And last night before I came out, I just gave it a blow with one of those rocket blowers. I didn't check it after. I kind of thought, well, it was okay before, now it'll be okay. But when I've come out, I've noticed it's actually worse than what it was when I started. So I think when I get back, I'm going to have to do a full sensor clean on that. The other problem I've had is I've took a few shots and I noticed there was like a curve on the corner of the frame it looked like a light glare. I had to mess with the settings and I couldn't work out what it was or how to get rid of it. So what I've done is I've just completely done a factory reset on my camera. It's got rid of it, so I don't know what that was. In the week, I actually went onto YouTube and followed some bird photographers' settings for the a74, just to see, if anything was missing from when I've had my camera back that I haven't set up. Turns out one of the settings I've done must have changed something and I don't know what it was. But anyway, that seems to be sorted now, but I've just got 1,000 dust spots all over my lens, and I forgot to bring my rocket blower out with me today. So bit of cloning and dust removal when I get back to get rid of some of them dots, I think. Just going back to being here, it's an absolutely lovely day and the light's absolutely brilliant. Not a cloud in the sky, which is ideal, but there's nothing about. Just nothing about. I took a few shots of some lapwings and there was like a kestrel. I think it was a kestrel. I'm not sure it was a kestrel or hobby or whatever. But the light was shining on in the wrong kind of direction and it was a bit too far away. But I'll see if I can crop that in, see if I can get any details out of that, see what that turns out like. I'm umming and ahhing what to do because this is normally the best stretch where I am now with birds flying over, and but it's like I said, it's really quiet. So I don't know whether to carry on walking round and see what's over there, or hang around here for another half hour. I think I might hang about for a bit. So if I'm doing this, I've had a Snickers on the way up and I've got nuts all stuck in my teeth. Well, it hasn't really improved. There's still not a lot about this week. This part where I am now, there's a little bit more, but still not really enough to take many photos. I haven't really took any. I did walk up down by the river and thought I might be able to see a couple of egrets or kingfisher maybe, but the water's that high because of the rain we've had. It's running too fast, so there's nothing on there. I think I'm going to hang around here just for another half hour and then make a slow walk back. It's just quiet. It's just, I think it's going to be one of them weeks where there's going to be 3 or 4 photos and that's about it. And I haven't really got any photos to show you that I've already edited from a while ago. Well, tell a lie, I've got a couple, 2 or 3 that I've just found in a little folder, but they're nothing special. am gutted though. As soon as I got out of the car, there was a jay flying from one tree to the other, and he was really close to me, flying really slow, and I hadn't just got my camera out yet, and I haven't managed to get a good photo of a jay yet. I don't see many of them. I don't know why, I just don't. Still got nuts stuck in my teeth, by the way. So yeah, let's see what happens. It might suddenly pick up in a minute, or I don't know, a kestrel or a buzzard might come around. Let's wait and see. Well, after having completely nothing about, I got spot for choice in there. While I was over there, when I was last talking to you, I saw a kestrel at the corner of my eye. So I kind of followed it over here, and it kind of went beyond the back of this hide. So I thought, well, I'll go in the hide, but I never have any luck in the hides. It was fairly close. I managed to get a few shots with the a74, and he was hanging around that long. I even swapped over to get an extra bit of reach with the a6400. I think I got some shots. If I didn't get any brilliant ones, that's definitely better than the last ones I've got of a kestrel. I haven't really got any good ones of a kestrel. So that's my one photo of the day that I always say, as long as I get the one. So I know I definitely got one of those that's okay. Then there was an egret that came really close, and I was taking some shots of him. And then while I was taking shots of him, out the corner of my eye, I saw a great white egret. So I took a few shots of him, and I was deciding which one to take the shots of, because they were they're both fairly close. I was concentrating on the little egret, and then I saw the big, the great white take off. So I tried to get some shots of him, completely missed him, but he spooked the little egret. But I was zoomed in too far then to just move the camera directly down onto the little egret. So I've only gone and got the top half of him. I think I've cut his legs off, but I've got some good shots of him with his wings all out. So I don't know if I'll be able to do anything with them, but I might have to just crop the bottom of the legs off. I don't know, it's a shame really. So I think I got a few shots. So it's kind of worth going in there for really. The a6400, what a brilliant camera for the range. It's just a shame the tracking absolutely sucks on it. But yeah, I've got some good shots with that, I think. So I'm going to head back now. Slow walk back. I've definitely got a shot, so I'm happy with that. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. The sun's glaring me right in the eyes. Had a bit of a panic moment then. Just just walked up there a little bit and I thought, shall I put the camera away now? Have I finished with it? Not this one, the one I'm recording on. And I thought, well, yeah, I could do. And I thought, well, yeah, I'll put the mics away. So I went like that, where I keep my Rode mic clipped on, and it wasn't there. So, oh no, and I haven't really had them that long. So I had a bit of a panic, and I've had to walk all the way back down to the hide. But luckily I found it right, well, about 20 steps away from when I did the last video, which was lucky. I've got to remember to put this in the pocket every time after I speak. I used to think it'll stay on because it's quite tight, but the problem I've got is this strap knocks it off. So remember to put it away. Don't ever think this will do the job. While I'm talking quickly, has anybody got a Peak Design capture clip? You know, the ones that fit on the bags there? What they're like? They're worth having? I can't make my mind up whether to get one or not. Just leave me a note in the description or a message if you think they're any good. So, after a really slow start this morning, it picked up. I did all right, I think. I've got a few shots, and after I last spoke to you, just over there, a buzzard flew past pretty low. So I think I got a couple of decent shots of that. One last thing I just wanted to ask, if anybody has any recommendations for winter gloves, you know, the ones with the tips that come off, can you just drop them in the comments below? I'm just looking at picking up a pair of them for this year. And also, I did mention it over there, but I don't know if I cut it short. The Peak Design capture clips, I'm thinking of using it for the video camera to stick that on while I'm doing this, just because putting that down all the time is a bit time consuming and I'm missing shots. So if you've got any recommendations or any views on those, just drop them in the comments below. I think that's about it, keeping it short. Thanks for watching, until next time.